Hi everybody, happy Father's Day weekend. Hope you're all having a fantastic weekend. Saw Cars 3 yesterday, so I wanted to give my quick review here, share my initial reactions and thoughts with all of you on the latest Pixar film. I put this on Instagram yesterday. It was sort of my one sentence review of the movie. I said it's got the spirit and heart of a Rocky movie combined with the magic you expect from Disney and the beauty and artistry that you've come to now expect from Pixar. And I think that's a pretty good synopsis of the movie. The Rocky movie comparison specifically is about the movie Rocky Balboa. If you remember, this movie came out in 2006, about 15 years after the Rocky V sequel, and you find an aging Rocky Balboa with a hankering to get back into the ring. Wasn't quite ready yet. He still has some stuff left in the basement, as he put it in the movie. And he had this drive to want to compete and get back out there, and he felt like he could do it. And that's not totally dissimilar to where we find Lightning McQueen at the start of Cars 3. The main difference here is that McQueen hasn't retired or anything like that. He's still very much active. But subtly and slowly, you start to see a change, not only in McQueen himself, but in the sport. Some of his peers and longtime companions are starting to retire or be forced out of the sport to make way for new up-and-coming racers with the latest designs and state-of-the-art technology and cutting-edge training facilities and things like that. And so you find McQueen at a bit of a crossroads as he's starting to discover this. And quite frankly, you know, this is the part of the movie that I could probably best relate to, right? I actually had a conversation the other day with a younger coworker of mine, and I said to him, I said, enjoy being the young guy in the office now, because it wasn't too long ago that I was the young guy in the office, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I'm not that guy anymore. And I don't know how that happened. And so I think there's a point in everybody's life. Now, I'm not saying I'm old or anything like that, but, you know, I'm not young either. So there comes a point in every adult's life where you have to sort of reevaluate and think about how you play to your strengths and how you evolve and how you realize you can't do the same things you did when you were younger. And that's sort of what McQueen's going through. And that's the part of the movie, honestly, that probably goes over the kids' heads a little bit. I don't think my kids necessarily got that piece of it, but I think most adults in the film can definitely relate to those themes, and they can look at it and say, yeah, I feel that way. I know what he's going through there. I'm not as young as I used to be either. And what do? You know, how do you come to terms with that? How do you embrace that? And that's really the theme that I think was most evident in the movie. Like I said, the kids are going to love it because, you know, it's McQueen. He's up to his antics again. You have Mater back. You have some cool new characters like Jackson Storm, who I guess he plays the villain in the movie, although he's not necessarily a hateable villain, right? He's actually no different than McQueen was, say, in Cars 1. He's just the latest up-and-coming rookie, a bit cocky, a bit confident, a bit brash. Like I said, not very much different than McQueen was at Cars 1. So he's the villain, but he's not a hateable guy. He's voiced by Armie Hammer, a great actor. And then you have Cruz Ramirez, who plays McQueen's trainer throughout the movie, and he's introduced to fairly early on. And you have some other cool new characters that you're introduced to later. I don't want to spoil too much of it, but it's a great movie. Again, going back to the Rocky, the comparison, you got some great training scenes, some great motivational quotes, some great inspirational dialogue. So it's really a great movie that all the family will love. I truly believe that. It definitely gets back to its roots. It's a departure from Cars 2. Thankfully, I think Cars 2 is widely regarded as one of the weaker Pixar films, and certainly the weakest of the now three Cars movies. Owen Wilson is great once again as Lightning McQueen. It's just a great feel-good movie. I think people will leave this movie feeling good, feeling satisfied, and hopefully wanting to see more. You know, the way that was left off, Never count out a fourth movie. We didn't think we'd ever see Toy Story 4, and yet that's already in production for a couple of years. So don't count out Cars 4. I think the way that they sort of left things off, it could potentially develop into even 2 or 3 more sequels to come. So great movie, fun for the whole family. I'll definitely see it again. Not sure I'll see it in the theaters, but I'll definitely get it when the Blu-ray comes out. Looking forward to seeing some of the special features that come with the Blu-ray, and of course the digital copy that I can watch on the Disney Movies Anywhere app. So great movie. Hope you enjoy, and hope you have a great weekend.